movers and shakers the day after.
All of that coming up next.
Welcome to the Slewfoot Hockey Show. Here are your hosts, Fred Angema and Dave Abbey.
Hey, and welcome to the Slewfoot Hockey Show, the day after the free agent stuff that happened yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
It's July 2nd.
Yep.
Happy belated birthday. Happy
Canada.
belated 151st.
I thought you knew somebody who had a birthday.
Could you imagine knowing someone who is 151 years old?
I probably wouldn't hang out with them.
No.
What do you want to do today? Oh, nothing again?
Want to eat more pudding? How about have another 8-hour nap?
We're out of prunes.
Yeah.
We're at the...
Prune pudding.
Ugh.
Yeah.
That's horrible.
That is awful. Yeah, so July 2nd,
Yep.
did you attend any fireworks last night?
No.
No? I seem to remember a year ago we did this show and I complained about the fireworks
Really?
last year.
That it was not
That
good?
it was 150th. It was Canada's 150th birthday last year.
Yep.
And the fireworks were literally 8 minutes long.
Oh, right. That's right.
Yep.
I do recall
At
that.
Caradoc Sands. Well, I got to say, I got to announce today that Caradoc Sands, you
Stepped up.
outdid yourself last night.
Really, eh?
It went from 8 minutes probably to 38 minutes.
Really?
It was so long. We were all like, okay, that's it. Oh, wait, more. All right. That was awesome. Okay, wait, more. At least 4 or 5 times we did that. And it was pretty outstanding. It was actually dark by the time we left.
That's last year.
Last year was still a little bit light. Yeah.
Just a burning schoolhouse and you were out of here.
Yeah. The burning schoolhouse. That was my favorite.
That was
my
pretty good.
favorite firework.
Didn't it spin?
It did.
And whistled?
Yeah, they had a lot of whistlers last night. That was pretty good. It was pretty good.
I enjoy fireworks. We just didn't.
Didn't feel like it last night?
No, we're just tuned out. I didn't even hear any.
Yeah.
Caradoc Sands isn't that far.
Pretty far. Well,
For fireworks,
but
you'd think
they
you'd hear
weren't that
something.
they weren't that loud. No, I like a good loud fireworks show.
Sure.
So
The lights are cool. Sure.
maybe if you're listening, Caradoc Sands, you need to
They are.
boost the volume. You got the right length and some nice sights and sounds,
Yeah.
but the sounds just need to be louder.
Yeah.
Just
A
my
good boom
opinion.
is good. Like
Just-
some of those big ones that go boom.
Yeah, like the boomers that
good.
make your heart and your
Fail.
Yeah, your chest shake. You would not want to bring a 151-year-old to a fireworks show like that.
No matter how much prune juice you had.
No.
Or prune pudding. Ugh.
Okay, let's get down to what we're here for.
Yep.
We had some moves
Well, I live
over
here.
the last week.
I live here. That's what I'm here for.
Okay. This is where Dave lives. Perfect. So we had some action
Yeah,
over the last week.
for sure.
Yep, some interesting moves,
Mm-hmm.
some unsuspected moves, some
Few.
maybe,
Some expected.
yeah, some expected moves, perhaps. Yeah.
But there was really nothing leading up. I felt the rumors were almost flatlined. Same thing day in, day out. Tavares. Where's he going? Is he staying? Is he going? And then all of a sudden yesterday,
Mm-hmm.
things started happening.
Yes. Yes, they did, which I think a lot of people expected them to happen.
Yeah.
And it's still going on. I mean, there's a lot of people that
no,
are...
the whole summer is going to be...
Yeah, that still
You'll
haven't
have
signed.
players not show up to training camp without a deal.
Yeah.
So it'll be a couple months more anyway,
Yep.
for sure.
We'll talk about some moves first. So there's a couple of moves that led up to the draft, and then
Mhm.
one at the very end of the draft day one of free agency that
Sure.
a big trade that happened last night.
'Kay.
We'll start with one involving Buffalo.
Mhm.
They traded their 4th round overall pick for 2019, I believe, to Pittsburgh
Mhm.
for Connor Sherry and Matt Hunwick. So they get a decent young forward.
Sure.
And Matt Hunwick.
Mm-hmm. That to me looks like Buffalo's trying.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
for them.
so. I mean, they get the first overall pick, and suddenly they're real cocky.
Mm-hmm.
Look at us.
Can do whatever they
We
want.
got a kid named Rasmus, who's quite honestly
But to build on that, and then
Yeah.
Connor Sherry and Sherry.
Sherry.
He changed
Sherry.
it last year, I think, didn't he?
He did. The pronunciation. It's actually Sherry, not Sherry.
Or Sherry.
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 Sure, Sherry.
But yeah, they picked up some good players, and they're going to be
And let's not forget
marginally better.
they still have Jack Eichel and Kyle Okposo
Yeah. For now,
for now. Yep.
as we just mentioned, 2 more months of
2 more months of that
shenanigans.
stuff. Shenanigans, indeed. A couple days later, Montreal traded defenseman Simone Bourque
Yep.
to Winnipeg for goalie Steve Maison
Mm-hmm.
and forward Joel Armia,
Yep.
who is actually from the same hometown, a little bit older than their 3rd overall pick this year, or their 1st overall pick, who was 3rd.
Mm-hmm.
Jesperi Kotkaniemi. I'm going to
Wow.
have trouble with that all year, by the way.
Who signed a deal?
Who signed a deal as well yesterday.
2-year entry level?
3-year.
3-year?
3-year entry-level deal he signed yesterday.
Good for him.
Kotkaniemi.
So is he going to make it?
Hard to say. He needs to put on about
I think
20
last
or
week
30
we said
pounds.
not a chance. First
Who
time
knew?
in a while that the 3rd overall pick isn't going to play.
Yeah.
A few years.
So he might go back back to Finland for a year, but
Mm-hmm.
the GM yesterday said that he's going to have every chance to try to make the team.
Good.
So you never
Yep.
know what can happen.
Good luck to him.
Look what happened to Victor Mete last year, right?
Yeah.
Shocking.
Yep.
Ended up playing on the first pairing for a long time until
For sure.
the other half of that
Shea
pairing
Weber
got
injury
injured.
helped that, right?
Yes.
Push that move along.
Well, you played with Weber for a long time
Yeah,
until Weber disappeared.
Mm-hmm. You get more ice time.
Yeah.
So after all that,
Steve Maison
put on waivers.
put on waivers right away. However,
nobody
Armia-
picked him up.
by the way, there was
Nobody
also
picked him
a 7th round pick in 2019 and a 4th round pick in 2020.
Yeah.
So 4 players for a marginal defenseman
Yeah.
at best who played down in
AHL.
the AHL. Yeah.
And a goalie they didn't really
Laval.
want, apparently.
And a goalie they did not need.
Wow. And he didn't get picked up at all.
Not yet.
Oh, he's clear waivers now, so now he's got to go down to where's Montreal's farm team.
Laval.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He probably won't show up there.
Well, he might. He might not.
There you go, to KHL.
He's 30, I believe.
Very close.
Steve
He
Mason.
played for London Knights, right?
Yeah. Was
In a
CHL
while.
goalie of the year.
Was he not Calder?
Calder candidate.
Didn't win it, eh?
Don't think he won it.
Hello,
That's when
Google?
he was with Columbus.
Yeah. He was
So-
he was great then.
You don't really win anything in Columbus.
Is that right, Jack Johnson?
That's right. And then the last trade that we want to talk about, this happened last night, actually, pretty late, involving Buffalo.
Mm-hmm.
Another, let me guess, let me count this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces for Buffalo to 1 for St. Louis.
Correct.
So St. Louis gets center Ryan O'Reilly,
Mm-hmm.
who is not really happy playing for Buffalo anyway.
No.
He didn't have a lot of fun. And
Enjoyed it
hockey.
so much he hated the sport.
That's right. I guess that's what losing does to you all those
Oh, I
years.
could imagine.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So he got traded to St. Louis last night
Mhm.
for Tage Thompson, Patrick Berglund,
Correct?
Vladimir Sobotka,
Mm-hmm.
a first overall pick in next year's draft, 2019, and 2nd overall in 2021. So that is a lot of pieces.
It
that-
certainly is.
That Buffalo picked
But
up.
we
for
had
one
him
player.
going to Montreal.
We did? Yeah.
And we thought for sure.
Guess the price was too high
But can it?
for Montreal.
But does that make sense? The price too high for Montreal? They need somebody. They still need a center.
Would you say that St. Louis? Oh, they need a center.
Yeah.
They have one.
They
who
missed
just
the
got
boat on that
drafted.
one.
Ryan Poling, by the way, their pick from last year,
Yeah.
has grown. He's huge
Yeah.
now.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I don't know if you saw any highlights from the rookie camp they had Looks a lot bigger.
Mm-hmm.
A lot bigger than when he was drafted last year. So
Yep.
maybe they give it a year and they got 2 big centermen. I don't know.
Well, I think
We'll talk about those guys
we've
later.
mentioned before, when these kids get with NHL clubs, they get
Yeah,
shown the way.
They learn how to eat properly.
Eat, work out,
Yep.
train.
Yeah.
And, that's that step closer to their dream. They really step it up, maybe.
Yeah, and Kotkaniemi says he wants to be the best player in the world.
Wow.
That's what he said. I want to be the best player in the world.
Well, that's good, I guess.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, you got to set your goals high.
Yeah, that's pretty high. The best in the world, I'd say.
That's pretty good.
That's awesome, though.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Good to hear that.
Yep.
So,
So yes, you're going to say St. Louis.
St. Louis, did St. Louis get hosed on this?
I don't know. Berglund's a big loss,
For St. Louis, yes.
but O'Reilly's a huge pickup.
That is...
I can't believe there wasn't more talk about his availability, O'Reilly.
I think everybody knew he was available. I think Buffalo's asking
but-
price...
But there was very
very
little
high.
rumor about him going anywhere, because maybe his asking price was too high.
Perhaps.
I think that's what it is.
I think teams probably asked about him at the draft.
He clearly wanted to leave there,
Yes.
and it was going to happen. I think. We kept saying Montreal's the place for him. It's going
Right.
to happen. It's going to happen.
Now,
But-
Buffalo also paid a bonus to him as of midnight,
Mm-hmm.
July 1st, and that was part of it as well. So St. Louis is actually paying his
Right.
$1.5 million bonus.
Something like that.
Nice bonus,
Yeah.
right? So that's a big chunk to pay from your team,
Mm-hmm.
you know. But we'll talk about St. Louis in a bit, and we'll kind of see their first overall pick may not be
Yeah.
a high draft pick.
Nope.
Yeah, or a lottery pick anyway.
No, I don't
okay,
think it will be. You're right.
let's talk about what happened then with most of the teams.
Mhm.
There's some teams that really didn't make any moves yesterday, or pick up
Yeah.
anybody.
Yep.
Did some re-signings. Some there's a
A
lot of
re-signings.
re-signings.
A lot of re-signings.
Yeah,
For low money, some of these guys.
some of them. Yeah.
Like under $1 million.
Yep.
A lot.
Yep.
Wow.
So Anaheim, they
Mhm.
picked up defenseman Luke Shen.
Yep.
Arizona
Next.
re-signed Oliver Ekman-Larsson. He re-signed
Yeah.
for 8 years, 8.25 million
Mhm.
per year. That's
And
pretty
he
good.
says he never considered playing anywhere else.
Yeah, he loves Arizona.
Loves people, loves the place, loves the hockey there, loves... Is he okay?
Does he love losing?
He's
He's not like Ryan O'Reilly. He loves.
Well, he's got to be younger than Ryan O'Reilly, right?
Yeah, give him a couple more years,
Yeah.
and he'll say,
Yeah. I
"I've
hate
just-
it here.
I hate hockey."
Too hot.
We'll see what happens. Hey, they also signed Michael Grabner, 3 years at $3.35 million.
That's a good pickup.
It's not bad.
That's a good
It's
pickup.
not bad.
Yeah.
Put him on a line with Alex Galchenyuk,
Mm-hmm.
who's going to center him.
Yep.
See what happens with that.
Correct?
Yep.
That'd be good. But you think
Sorry.
of it, and sorry, I just thought of this real quick. They're going to be an exciting team to watch
Oh yeah.
because all those young guys they've got
Mm-hmm.
who've got at least some have 3 years experience now.
Yeah.
They're going to be a good team to watch.
I think so. I agree with you.
Yep.
Yep. Boston picked
Mhm.
up defenseman John Moore.
Okay.
5 years at $2.75 million.
Mm-hmm.
And they picked up goalie Yaroslav Halak.
That's a good pickup.
Yep. 2 years, $2.75 million.
I
He
wouldn't
wasn't
think-
gonna play
I
in
wouldn't think
New
they
York
needed a
anymore.
goalie.
Well, their backup signed somewhere else.
Right.
Boston's backup.
But they must have more in their
Yeah, in the system,
that
probably.
they'd want to bring up.
Yeah. He's got a lot of experience, Halak does.
Oh, that's what I mean,
Yeah.
for sure. But now he's going to sit on the bench
He's probably going to...
because Rask is be playing the
Probably
majority.
25, 30 games he'll get in, I'd say. That might even be a little bit high, but
Yeah.
depending on how many...
It all
Maybe
depends
maybe
on
they
the
want
health.
to rest Rask. Look at the formula that
You just
Washington...
sound like Scooby Doo.
Rest Rask. Ruby?
They want to rest Rask.
That's what Washington did this year, right?
Yeah,
They-
for sure.
yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Maybe, and NHL's a copycat league, so maybe they
Yep.
went, hey, let's pick up a decent goalie who can start 30 or 40 games, maybe.
Yep.
Rest our number one. I wasn't going to say it again. Rest our number one
Yeah.
and have him ready for the playoffs. For
Yeah.
a long playoff run.
Yep. Make sure he's good and healthy and rested.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yep.
And there's a few teams that have done that
Yes. Yes,
as
sir.
we proceed through this list.
Yes. Buffalo.
Yep.
They improved a little bit. Picked up a couple more goalies.
Yeah.
Scott Wedgwood,
Yep.
who's a decent backup,
Yep.
but can start games.
Mhm.
And they picked up their number one for the future, I believe, which is Carter Hutton.
Yep.
From St. Louis.
And he was good. Carter Hutton was good in Nashville.
Yes, he was
He's a good little
at
goalie.
that time. Yep.
Yep.
He's 30 years old, so he's just getting in.
But sometimes goalies bloom late.
They do, absolutely.
A lot of them.
Yeah, he's 30 years old, and that's
Yeah.
when goalies typically come into their own.
Yeah.
It's when they're a lot, when they have career years.
Yeah.
They got him for 3 years, $2.75 million.
It's a steal.
Kind of,
I think so.
yeah. You know what? So Buffalo's kind of loading up.
They're, like I said earlier, they're trying.
They
It
got
appears
it.
that
They're
way.
trying this
All
year.
that has to happen now, a couple more pieces, and have these guys put a good effort in.
Yep. Exactly. Carolina picked
Mhm.
up Peter Mrazek.
Former Red Wing goalie.
Yep.
Traded
And
to Philadelphia earlier at the trade deadline. And
Yep. helped carry them through their injuries.
moving on again because there was a gap made in Carolina.
Yes, there was. 1 year, $1.5 million.
It's not bad.
Yep.
That might be as long as he's going to stay there.
Quite possibly.
Yeah. I always thought he'd find his way back to Detroit.
He's still young. He's only 25.
Yep.
So
I still think he'll find his
He's
way
got a
back
lot-
to
yeah.
Detroit.
he's got a lot of time left in his career,
Yeah.
I believe.
Yeah.
Chicago picked up defenseman Brandon Manning,
Mhm.
2 years, and forward Chris Kunitz,
That's good.
who played in Tampa.
Yep.
And also goalie Cam Ward, who was with
There it is.
Carolina.
There it
Yeah.
is. Who's been
Uh,
with Carolina? It seems like he's been with Carolina forever.
Yeah, for a long time, maybe
Yeah.
since he was drafted.
Yeah.
1 year for $3 million. It's pretty decent.
Yeah.
Colorado, Matt Calvert and Ian Cole picked up those guys. So the most prominent names anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Columbus picked up Riley Nash, centerman Riley Nash.
That's a big one.
Yeah, he was played in Boston last year.
Mhm.
So decent pickup. 3 years for $2.75 million.
Not bad.
That seems to be the favorite number.
It's a cheap contract for Columbus
It is.
after they dumped a lot of cash.
Yes. Yeah. I don't know if Columbus is done yet.
Probably not.
No. Dallas picked up forward Blake Como and goalie Anton Khudobin.
Tons of goalies moving.
Yeah. A lot of goalies.
Yeah.
A lot of backups.
Yeah.
Or potential backups.
Right. Some have been starting goalies,
Mm-hmm.
and the following.
He'll be a backup in Dallas. Yeah.
Yeah.
Detroit. So they
Mhm.
picked up a lot of players. Left wing Chris Terry, who was in the Habs organization.
Mhm.
I think he was the leading scorer one of the leading scorers in the AHL last year for Laval.
So it'll be interesting to see if he jumps up to.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, the guy can score.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why he wasn't playing in Montreal.
Hmm.
I guess we'll find out.
They were full of talent.
Goalie Jonathan Bernier.
Yeah.
What
That
do
one
you-
kind of shocked me.
what do you think
That
about that?
kinda shocked me a lot.
Yeah.
I'd rather have Mrazek.
3 years at $3 million.
$1 million a year to sit on the bench. I don't think Jimmy Howard can play a full season like they're anticipating with that pickup. I really don't think so.
Bernier can play at least half those games,
Right.
I would think.
But for $1 million, it doesn't seem like he's going to be.
It's $3 million.
But three years, $3 million.
Oh, 3 years,
$1 million
$3 million.
per. Right?
No, it's 3 years.
$3
at
million per year.
Per year.
He better play a lot.
You're shocked.
I am. I was thinking it was $3 million for 3 years.
Nope.
He better play a lot. I hope what happens
He didn't
there
play
is-
horrible in Colorado last year.
No. And he's had some good years in Anaheim.
Yep.
He has some bad years in Toronto.
Yep.
He's been all over the map.
Yeah.
I would hope that
He's a
does.
seasoned veteran.
He certainly is. But so is Jimmy Howard.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want 2 seasoned veteran goalies.
That's what you need.
But what I hope is that creates a good competition.
Yeah.
Who wants this number 1 position? I hope it does that.
Yeah. Thomas Vanek
I don't mind that one at all.
coming back.
Come on
Yep.
back, yeah, for sure.
1 year at $3 million.
He didn't have a bad year last year, was he? Where was he? Columbus? Went from Minnesota to Columbus to.
Columbus. Yeah, he was in Columbus, I think. I don't know. He's
Been around since he left Detroit the first time.
he'll probably get traded at the deadline again.
It depends how he goes. He scored some goals last year.
Yeah.
So I don't know. We'll see.
Mike Green re-signed for 2 years.
He could be traded by deadline.
Yeah. Do you like that pickup?
Yeah, I don't mind it. He's a good, solid defenseman.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah. I just don't think he'll be there for the full year.
Yeah. No, that's what you thought last year.
I did.
Yeah. Edmonton picked up Kyle Brodziak,
Yeah.
Tobias Ryder.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Brodziak's probably the best one of that group there.
yep. Tobias
And-
Ryder joining fellow German. What's his yipper
Yeah, you know.
in Edmonton? That guy, you know.
Leon Draisaitl.
That's it. Thank you. Leon Draisaitl.
Yeah, that'd be interesting to see how they play together. But do you think he'll be on the line with McDavid?
Tobias Ryder?
Yeah.
Maybe. Not bad. He's not a bad player.
No. McDavid centering two
To Germans?
Germans.
Maybe. The German line.
McDavid will be speaking German soon.
Yeah.
Like, I'm Conor McDavid. We are going to light it up on this shift.
The pasta strudel. Won't you?
Where's my schnitzel? Oh,
German
man.
Hockey Hour brought to you by. Okay. So
boy.
Florida really didn't make any moves. They
yeah,
they
one
picked
little.
picked up goalie Michael Hutchinson.
Former line of night.
Yep.
Holy
They're all
smokes.
over the place.
They are.
Yep. The Kings picked up Drew Doughty. Actually, they didn't pick him up.
They paid him.
They paid him up. He re-signed for 8 years.
Yep.
For $11 million for each year.
Correct.
Why would you ever want to leave Los Angeles?
He never will.
Nope. He's retiring a king.
Yes.
Gonna live like a king too.
Yeah, just gonna say the same thing. Good for him.
Yeah,
for him.
absolutely. I like Drew Doughty.
Good for him. Good for the Kings.
Great for the Kings.
Yeah.
They picked up Ilya Kovalchuk, by the way, as well.
Yep.
I don't know if we mentioned that at our last show.
I don't think we did.
No.
I think it was still kind of. We didn't know where he was
Really?
going.
Yeah.
I don't think he signed last week.
3 years at $6.25 million. That's
Yeah.
17.2, if my math is correct, $17.25 million
Mhm.
for 2 players. That's a lot.
It certainly is.
Hopefully they...
And maybe that's why some of the signings have been under $1 million to make room for guys like that.
Yeah, perhaps.
That'd have to be.
A 35-year-old guy who played in the KHL last year.
Now the general manager are making $30,000 this year.
Yeah, they're making less. Minnesota, they picked up Matt Hendricks.
Did they? Is that a re-sign? I feel like he's been there before.
Maybe.
I don't
Eric
know for
Fair,
sure.
Greg
Yeah.
Pattern.
That's a fair deal
It's kind
for
of fair.
Eric.
Yep. So they picked up some veterans.
Yeah.
All in
Okay.
their 30s.
But they weren't a bad team to begin with, so they didn't really need to do
Nah.
too much, I don't think.
No, they don't need to tweak a whole lot.
Nope.
So, Montreal,
Mm-hmm.
I thought would be busier, but the GM said, "Hey, we're going to stay the course with the young guys."
Yep.
So they picked up Kenny Agostino, Xavier
I would not
Ouellette.
think that a guy named with the last name Agostino, his name would be Ken.
Ken, yeah,
Anyway.
true that.
But yeah, Xavier Ouellette stole that from the Red Wings.
Yeah.
For sure. But they're only
Stole
paying
it?
him. Yeah, they stole him. I like him.
They didn't sign him.
I know, but I like him.
Yeah, okay.
That's a steal
okay.
for $650,000 or whatever they're
Yeah,
paying
it's
him.
not bad.
That's a steal.
He's got a. He'll probably start off, and well, depends on.
He'll start off Montreal.
Yeah,
I bet you.
yeah, I bet you too.
He's a great skater.
Yes,
For
and that's what I've
you like
noticed
it.
with a lot of these players that Montreal picked up.
Yeah.
Speed.
Can skate. Yeah.
Can skate. Matthew Pekka, if you've seen any highlights on YouTube,
Mm-hmm.
the guy is quick, fast.
Is he related to Michael?
I honestly don't know. I haven't done the research on that. Joel Armia,
Mm-hmm.
also very fast.
Yep.
From Winnipeg. So, Thomas Plekanec, who they
Yep.
also picked up, probably not as fast.
We said all year long he's going back there.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
after the trade deadline.
Yeah, and he's
That
going back. Yep.
That he saved his Canadians' turtlenecks.
Yeah, he's got
Will
them.
he grow the goatee back?
He's already grown it back.
Is it really?
Oh yeah.
Oh wow! As soon as the Leafs got eliminated, he
Yeah, he's.
put the Gillette away.
That's right. That's right. So yeah, interesting.
Yep.
So not a whole lot of moves for my Habs, but
Mm-hmm.
not bad. I for one, would I like to see them compete for a playoff spot next year? Yes. Would I be okay with the top 3 pick again? Yes.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
But
But you'd rather see them do well this year.
of course, I really want to see how Max Domi performs.
I'm excited for that.
Yeah. And I mentioned this a couple times on Twitter as well, and I was commentating back and forth. The one thing Max Pacioretty was really missing this year was a setup
Was a
guy.
friend named Max.
Was another friend named Max. The year before, you had a guy named Alex, by
Yep.
the last name Radulov,
Mhm.
setting him up.
For sure.
Radulov, quite the playmaker, right?
So maybe you and I missed that, thinking they need O'Reilly for Max to succeed.
Yep.
Maybe his assist leader is already there.
Yeah.
They'll feed each other.
He
Max
got
makes
traded.
some great passes.
Max is a great
And
passer.
he can score.
He was like this. He was like that in London when he
for
played
sure.
here.
Yeah.
He set up a lot of goals.
Some great setups, some great goals.
Pacioretty can score. He needs
Yep.
someone to help set him up.
Yep. Well,
So-
maybe that's the key.
I think, yeah.
You can't argue with Bergevin.
Let's,
Oh, yeah, you can.
let's not maybe trade Max Pacioretty quite yet.
Okay.
Let's see how he does another year.
All right.
So-
He has another year on his deal.
Yes, he
doesn't
does.
Okay.
Yes, he does. Yeah.
Good.
Nashville signed Connor Brickley,
Yep.
Rocco Grimaldi,
Oh, yeah.
Rocco, former London Knight Jared Tenorti,
Yes.
big boy, and forward,
Former Knight Zach Ronaldo.
yeah, Zach Ronaldo as well. So
Oh, man.
Ronaldo was today actually. So.
Yeah, I saw that one today. Yeah, that's good. That's going to add some toughness that they will miss from... They don't really have a tough guy that's healthy all the time.
Nashville.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mike Fisher retired again.
But is he going to come back again?
I guess we'll see how they're doing.
As soon as Carrie Underwood gets sick of
March.
him.
Yeah,
Get off the
Mike,
couch.
go play hockey
Already.
again, will ya? I got some songs to record.
You're always in the background doing dishes, snoring. And I'm trying to write a song.
That's funny. The Islanders, they re-sign defenseman Thomas Hickey.
You know what's interesting about that one? He signed before something happened.
Yeah. He probably went,
Then he went, "What?
dang.
You jerk."
Yeah.
The next one surprises me.
Yeah, Valtteri Filppula.
Yeah, kind of all over the map
Yep.
lately.
Yeah, kind
Tampa, Philadelphia,
of. Yep. Most
after
recently in
Detroit.
Philadelphia.
Yeah.
So he signed, and Uncle Leo,
Mm-hmm.
Leo Komarov, he also signed in New York.
Wow.
So on the island. Ottawa signed goalie Mike McKenna.
Okay.
And forward Paul Carey.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. Philadelphia made a big signing yesterday, signing former Leaf JVR.
Getting him back.
Got him back, yeah. Yeah, that's where he was drafted originally.
Yep.
Third
What do
overall,
you
I
think of
believe.
that? What do you think of that, though?
Why not?
How long has he been in Toronto?
6 or 7 years,
Yeah,
I
was gonna
believe.
say 7 years.
Yeah.
Do you think he's still capable
Yes.
to go back in Philly?
Yeah. He is getting paid, too.
Oh,
5
yes.
years, $7 million.
Yeah.
Wow. I mean, he could score.
In tight, he's pretty
Yeah. He's
pretty solid.
Yeah, he can stand in front of the net.
Yeah.
All day long.
Yeah.
Pittsburgh
Mm-hmm.
signed defenseman Jack Johnson.
That's a big pickup.
5 years, $3.25 million.
Can you imagine him and Oli Mata on the same line?
Yeah, Jack Johnson's a solid player. Had some
He just hasn't had a chance outside of Columbus to do anything.
had
Right?
some
Now he's
personal
gonna be-
struggles in Columbus.
Who doesn't?
Right. Right. John Tortorella didn't
Team
really,
struggles in Columbus.
Yeah.
John Torrell.
Didn't have a whole lot of nice things to say about
No.
Jack Johnson
No.
as Jack Johnson was leaving.
Yeah.
I think he was more disappointed in what Jack Johnson and the GM were saying about Columbus, and
Yeah.
they're not, on the same level as far as competing and whatnot. But yeah, so Tortorella just let loose a little bit.
Yeah.
Check it
To
out
be
on
expected.
check it out on Twitter and on YouTube and everywhere where you can find your
Tortorella rants.
angry John Tortorella rants. It's pretty good. It's pretty fun.
He's definitely not a player's coach.
You'd think?
So
Yeah.
does
He's
it
not
really
a
matter?
media
Does it
coach
really
either.
matter to Jack Johnson what Tortorella says now?
Not anymore.
Say what you want.
Yeah.
Torts.
Go
He
ahead,
doesn't
Torts.
care.
It's just funny.
He's
It's funny
going to
to
win
hear
a
him
cup
spout.
before you do. Again.
Yeah. The San Jose Sharks.
Yep.
They re-signed a popular forward
Mhm.
in Logan Couture.
Yep.
Good for him. 8 years, $8 million.
They're going to start calling him Logan Clutchur.
They should. They
He
should.
scores a lot of goals.
Yes.
Meaningful goals.
Yes.
How many goals did he get this year?
Trivia question?
Yep.
Wasn't it like 36?
No, how many will he get this year? Sorry.
Oh, will he
This
get?
upcoming season.
In the 40s, I'd say.
I think so too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got a happy
There
dressing
could
room there?
there could be, yeah, exactly. Vander Kane's looking good.
Mhm.
There could be a Rocket Richard trophy.
There could be in his future.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And it's not just because we've been up in Lucan lately. We genuinely do like Logan Couture.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. St. Louis.
Mm-hmm.
So we talked about St. Louis picking up Ryan O'Reilly.
Yep.
They also picked up via the trade route
Mm-hmm.
or route, depending on where you're from. They also picked up Tyler Bozak
Yep.
from the Leafs, 3 years, $5 million.
Why he didn't have a choice to go there for that money
No, absolutely. I would.
and the ice time he's going to get.
Yeah.
So
David Perron from the Vegas Golden Knights.
Yep.
4 years, 4x4. Goalie Chad Johnson, 1 year, 1.75.
good goalie.
Yeah. So,
What a steal for that goalie.
mhm.
Honestly.
I would say
Like-
look at some of the youngsters coming up.
Yeah.
Robert Thomas is probably going to be coming up.
Yep.
Robbie Fabry,
Mhm.
we hope
Well-
will be back from injury.
Yeah, that's what hurt him last year. He'll be back this year. I
Yeah.
guarantee it. And he's going to be great.
Yeah.
He is going to be good.
I think. I mean, we'll obviously as the season gets closer, we're going to do previews of all these teams, and yeah, I
Yep.
mean, St. Louis is going to be pretty intriguing next
I
year.
think so. I think
Yeah.
so. They need to be.
Yep.
Your whole team's mad at him for giving away Stastny.
Yeah. Tampa Bay, they re-signed defenseman Ryan McDonough.
Why not?
Yeah, 7 years, $6.75 million.
Mm-hmm. Good money.
That's a big price.
Yep. But he's going to be one of their best defensemen this year.
Yep.
Hedman's good too. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, he's
but,
not bad. He's a good shutdown defenseman.
But don't get me wrong. McDonough's going to be good.
He will be fine.
Another
Yeah.
a full season in Tampa. Yeah, be right.
Yeah. Toronto signed forward Adam Cracknell.
Mm-hmm.
Jordan Subban.
Another
defenseman.
Subban in the league.
Yep.
Good.
He's playing in Toronto, where he's from.
Yep.
And then forward John Tavares. They
Not
got him
familiar with him.
7 years for $11 million each.
Yep.
Yep. Okay.
That's,
Vancouver.
That's pretty good.
I guess we have to dissect this a little bit. I know you're all expecting it, Leaf fans. So here we go. What do you think?
Will they win the Stanley Cup?
No.
No.
They picked up another
It's
forward.
one guy.
It's one guy.
One guy.
I
remember a couple years ago, Edmonton picked up one guy.
Yeah.
They didn't make playoffs.
Right. Do you remember?
Easy Leaf
Do
fans.
you remember what hockey is all about? It's a
Teamwork.
team sport. One guy. Don't get me wrong. This guy's a pretty good player.
Yep.
Makes another line pretty solid.
Yep. But they lost two good goal scorers,
How? Yeah.
JVR and Bozak.
Yeah. Good question. How good was New York in the playoffs?
I don't recall.
How good has Toronto been in the playoffs?
No, last year when New York was so successful,
Yes.
did they have Tavares in the lineup?
Yes. Question. Did Toronto get any defensemen yesterday
No.
worth mentioning?
No.
Did they get Jack Johnson?
No.
Did they get Ryan McDonough?
No.
Did they get John Moore?
No.
I don't know.
Did
how
they
many
get
more
Jonathan
questions.
Bernier?
Back?
Did they get Halak?
Halak?
Did
No.
they get Chad Johnson?
Did they get Lou Shen?
All those are no's. All those answers will be no.
Yep. Again, this is going to be another intriguing team to talk about.
Yeah.
No doubt they'll be able to score.
Great pickup.
Yeah, absolutely.
Did Kyle Dubas, was it his doings for Tavares to sign there?
No,
Because it seems like he's taking credit for it.
of course he is.
We had a meeting, we delivered our game plan, and he decided to come with us because, no.
We actually just showed him a picture. We
He
somehow
wanted
got a
to
picture.
play in
We actually
Toronto.
somehow got a picture from his mom of John Tavares sleeping in his Toronto Maple Leaf pajamas and sheets.
Right.
And that kind of, tugged at the heartstrings a little bit, and here we are. Congratulations to us.
But you know what? Do you know who he's going to look good with? All the
No.
London Knights.
Yeah, that's true.
Kyle
That is
Dubas
true.
should be thanking Mark Hunter.
Yeah, for that draft. All
He's
those
got
draft picks.
Kadri's been tweeting about, can't wait to play with you again.
I heard he's going to play with what's his name? Mitch Marner. That's it. I heard he's going to play with Mitch Marner.
That'd be great.
Yeah, Mitch Marner will, have a pretty good year.
Marner
I'd
can
imagine.
feed him all day long. He'll probably score lots of goals.
Yes.
but it won't win the Stanley Cup. I'm sorry.
No.
Not this year.
No, you kind of need defense and a goaltender.
Will they win the Stanley Cup within 7 years, his contract length?
I would assume in 7 years they will actually get a half-decent defense and a half-decent goalie.
Those two things need to happen for them to succeed.
Yeah,
I agree.
absolutely. Will Austin Matthews... Who? I guess that's the next question. Of the three, Matthews, Marner, Nylander, who is not going to be there?
Nylander.
Nylander's going to go?
I think there may be two of those not there.
Matthews maybe too? Or will Matthews go before the coach? Is there a rift?
Before the coach?
Is there a rift
There is.
between the
It's
coach?
no secret.
Between the coach
Like the coach doesn't fly to
and
a hometown
now the
of
second
one
best player? Now the second best player in Toronto? Is that what he's going to be called now? The second best player in Toronto?
Yeah, he has to be. If nobody was calling them Stanley Cup champions until they picked up Tavares, yes, that would knock Matthews down a notch. But I think he's got this year, maybe next year, and then he'll be asking for a trade.
To Arizona?
Yep. Why not? Tavares wanted to play at home. Why wouldn't Matthews want to play at home?
Do you think Matthews has Arizona
If
sheets in
Strathroy had
pajamas?
an NHL team, I'd want to play for them.
Me too. We'd also have Nathan Beaulieu
Yep.
and Brian Campbell. They could play
Yep.
on our team.
D. That's some strong defense
Yeah,
for
right
our
there.
Strathroy NHL team. Let's make one.
Okay.
Honestly.
I'll contact the NHL tomorrow, see how much the expansion
Why wait till tomorrow?
expansion fees will be.
A couple bucks.
All right, let's move on from Toronto because
Okay.
we'll talk
Because
about those
that's the
guys.
smart thing to do.
Yeah. John, you should listen to us. Just move on from Toronto. Oh, wait. Vancouver.
Yep.
Forward Antoine Roussel
Mhm.
and Jay Beagle.
That'll toughen up that team a little bit.
It should.
Will it increase their scoring?
No.
But they're not done.
I don't think
They've
so.
still got to pick up loss in the scoring sheet that they've lost from the Sedin.
Yeah, it's going to be tough to do.
Yep.
Yeah. The Vegas Golden Knights made some moves yesterday.
Yep.
Defenseman Nick Holden.
Did Toronto get Nick Holden?
Oh, forgot about Nick Holden. Toronto did also not get Nick Holden because Vegas did.
Or the next one?
Yeah.
no, it's not.
Goalie Zachary Fucali.
They had him at one time, didn't they? Toronto?
Fucali?
I think they had him at one
Hey,
time.
Fucali. I think so. Centerman Paul Stastny. Have you heard of him?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
He
not a
got
bad
paid
pick.
to go there.
He sure did. Yeah.
He had the same term offer on the table from Winnipeg, but not the money.
Sometimes you have to go with the money.
Yeah.
Show me the money.
Well, you don't want to struggle on $3 million a year. You want to get $4 million.
Yeah, it's a little tough. Yeah. And they also picked up forward Daniel Kah.
If you lived in Winnipeg and had a chance to move to Vegas, yeah, tough decision.
Yeah, would be tough.
Oh boy.
Not bad.
Nope.
Not bad. Good for them.
Yep.
And they already had a team that went to the Stanley Cup final.
Correct.
They lost.
And I think I've already made it quite clear how I think they're going to do this year.
Right. Know who we missed? Who I did not put on here?
Yes.
And I apologize. It should have been up there, further up.
The one that went to Calgary?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We forgot about
But
Calgary.
it makes sense to talk about it right now.
Yes, since,
Statsny made room, was given the room on this team, made by the departure of James Neal.
the real deal.
Yep.
Going to Calgary. 5 years?
Yep.
Yep. Not a bad pickup.
It's good for Calgary.
Hey, you know what? That guy, all he does is win.
Yep.
So
Almost.
he's made it to the finals the last two
All
seasons.
he does is almost win.
Yeah. So if he can do that for Calgary next year, I'm sure they would be happy with
Yeah.
it.
And Calgary wasn't bad.
No.
Well, they're just okay.
Yeah,
they had a
they
bad,
struggled.
at the wrong
They
time,
s-
they struggled.
Yes, they did.
But they're going to be, that'll definitely help them out.
Yep.
No
Absolutely.
question. Yep.
Your neighbors are really loud today, eh?
They are. I'm
Yeah.
building something.
Making
I think
something.
I'm going to change his name to Bob the Builder.
Bob the Builder. Making a bunch of tree houses.
If he
back
keeps
there.
going, I'm going to be Wreck-It Ralph.
Yeah, there you go. So Washington.
Yep.
Forward Nick Dowd.
Mhm.
They re-signed defenseman Michael Kempney, who's
Sure.
also not going to Toronto. Forward Devontae Smith-Pelly also
Yep.
re-signed.
Mm-hmm.
And defenseman John Carlson. I don't think we mentioned this.
He didn't go to Toronto either.
He is not going to Toronto.
Wow, that would have been a good one.
8x8. $8 million for 8 years.
I thought
He
it would
got
have been.
paid.
I thought it would have been a little bit more though. I thought Doughty set the tone.
Well, he signed before Doughty.
I know, but you know what I'm saying? Like, he had to have known what the value of a good defenseman was going to be.
Do you figure, though, that John Carlson
Who
is
has a
as
stump-
good as Drew Doughty?
I heard they had the same agent. Maybe they don't. I don't know.
But really, I mean, if you sat John Carlson down beside Drew Doughty and said, John, who's better, you or Drew?
They'd both say Drew. Even Drew would say Drew.
I'm better. That's what Drew would say. And I
Who's
think-
won more Norris trophies?
True.
True.
Yeah.
It's Drew.
Who's won more Stanley Cups?
It's true. It's Drew.
Yep.
So
So there you go. You win a couple cups, a couple Norris trophies, you get paid.
for sure. Makes
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah. So.
What have you done for me lately? Nothing.
Exactly. Winnipeg picked up centerman Seth Griffith,
Former London Knight.
former London Knight, and defenseman Joe Morrow, who is also
Not going to Toronto.
not going to Toronto.
There were some D men available,
Yep.
and Toronto got 0 of them.
Yeah.
But they're winning the cup, so didn't need to.
Yeah, absolutely. They don't need to win the cup without defense.
Shut down Young Street.
Yeah. Do it. I've already picked. I saw posts. I've already picked my spot on the parade route. Kyle Dubas is a way better general manager than
Yeah.
Lou
He's
Lamoriello.
almost prime minister.
Okay, let's just. Here's the volume.
Take it down a notch.
Let's just
Yeah.
dial it down
Yeah.
just a little bit. I
Yeah.
know you're excited, and you know what? If he went to my team, if he went to your team, you'd
Mhm.
be excited too.
For sure.
But let's let reality settle in a little bit
Mhm.
and realize that your team, although vastly improved by one player, is not going to win the Stanley Cup next year.
Let's talk about.
I don't know if they're even Stanley Cup favorites. Give me a break. They're not a complete team.
No. Will they get past the first round of the playoffs if they make the playoffs?
Depends on who they play.
Very good point. So here's a question I have
If they
for you.
played Boston again,
Tough matchup
mm,
for sure.
who has defense? Who has a goalie?
What if they played Montreal the first round?
Yeah. All these things are not yet determined, Dave.
Correct.
But yeah, that'd be a tough matchup.
That'd be a great series, though.
It would be a fantastic
Man,
series.
oh, man.
But it would be a
All this talk of Tavares going to Montreal and then Montreal eliminates Toronto.
yeah. Let me tell you something though. I mean, anything we saw, anything can happen in the playoffs, right?
Oh yeah, definitely.
So,
Yeah. So
and I'm not suggesting that would happen, but
question for you.
yes.
We talked about who's first to leave Toronto
Mm-hmm.
because they want to be the star.
Yep.
No longer can be.
Yep.
It could be. They could be if they wanted to. How long ago did Tavares make his decision? And
What-
just drag it out
What day
until
is
he got his extra payday
it?
for waiting for so long.
What's the day today?
July
Monday.
2nd is Monday.
He probably knew May 8th.
Do you think he knew? He just got off of, what, a 5-year deal?
Yeah.
Do you think he knew 5 years ago? When I'm done this, I'm going home?
I think he probably had an idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's always wanted to play home.
Right. I think really what's disappointing, and I don't blame the New York Islanders for being upset and disappointed with him.
Mm-hmm.
Why on earth would you at the deadline say, please don't trade me? Don't trade me. I want to be an Islander. I want to
Mhm.
stick around.
Mm-hmm.
And then essentially screw that whole organization by not allowing them to at least explore getting assets.
Sure.
Or was it Garth Snow that messed that up so badly? I guess, I
Quite
mean,
possibly.
yeah.
But now it looks like Lou screwed it up.
yeah, which I don't think he did.
No. Too little, too late.
Too little, yeah. I think the Islanders, their future in the next however many
They're
years,
going to move. If they don't get a new arena, they will be gone.
I think they're going to. I think they're going to get a new arena. A,
Mm-hmm.
B. They've got a great young nucleus of players.
Sure do.
You know,
Calder winner.
yeah, Calder
Matt
winner.
Barzal.
Yep. Some
Who's going to be their captain?
next year, Josh Bailey maybe. Great question.
Thomas Hickey?
Maybe Thomas Hickey. Yeah. Look at I don't mind re-signing. That's what he's saying.
Yep.
Matthew
Give you a
Barzal.
bonus if you have a C on your shirt.
Yeah, perhaps. Anyway,
That's
I mean,
gonna
that
be
is...
good. It's going to be good. Interesting.
Yeah.
It was a solid day yesterday, finally.
It was.
Some moves.
Some interesting moves.
Yep.
You know, the second savior has come to Toronto.
You know what? I hope they do well, for sure.
Yeah.
Former London Knight, John Tavares, Kadri, Marner, and there's probably more in the organization that played for the Knights.
Yeah.
For sure. Do I want to see them win a Stanley Cup? Not a chance. I'm a Red Wing fan. Why would I want to see Toronto?
Yeah, I don't.
But they're going to have a hard time maintaining all their core youth.
It'll be tough.
Yeah.
It'll be tough.
Yeah.
You know, because, I mean, they've got the cap space now, but they won't have the cap space.
Definitely not.
Even however much, unless...
2 years from now,
Bettman
Marner's going to want a
changes-
ton of cash.
Yeah. So is Matthews.
2 years from now, Matthews going to want a ton of cash. 2 years from now, Nylander's going to want a ton of cash. If they're still there.
Yeah.
It's going to be... But what value they hold for some great trades.
They sure
All
do.
those guys. So,
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, they
For a
do.
defenseman or a goalie.
More than one defenseman and a goalie.
Yeah.
Okay. Dave, anything else today? I think that's pretty much it.
I don't think so, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. If you want to get involved in the conversation, please feel free to reach out to us.
Mhm.
We are on the Twitter. I'm at Slewfoot Fred,
I'm at Slewfoot Dave.
and we have an internet email address,
Mm-hmm.
feedback@slewfoothockeyshow.com.
Correct?
Or you can leave a message. You can like or unlike us, or
Mm-hmm.
thumbs up or
We like
thumbs down.
both.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
We need to build and grow. You can't do it with all this positive energy being sent our way.
That's right. Yeah. So please feel free to leave a comment down below
Mm-hmm.
and
Did you say subscribe?
subscribe. You can subscribe on iTunes. You could subscribe on the YouTube. We
Mhm.
appreciate it all.
Yep.
We really do. And thanks for, joining us this year so far.
Mm-hmm.
I think we're going to be off for a little while
Could be.
because I'm going on vacation.
Yep.
So I won't be here next week.
Just be by myself in an empty chair, asking questions with no answers, and getting no questions.
Yeah, true. True. But we will be back. We'll be back probably later in the summer just to do a quick show. And then, of course, we're going to do a lot of preview stuff. No World Cup of Hockey this year.
Nope.
Yeah.
Oh, we know we didn't talk about
What's that?
LeBron James. Oh, never mind.
Who?
I don't even know.
No.
It's just a name I heard. I don't know what's going on.
Did you see the World Cup matches today?
Yes.
You did?
Well, Brazil and somebody was playing.
Yeah, Mexico.
Yes.
Yeah.
Who won that?
Brazil did. It's actually getting
The
down
last time I saw it was 1-0.
almost to the final 8. So
I watched a
it'll be
watched a little bit of the Russia
Yeah.
with
I love the penalty.
all the
I love the penalty kicks.
all the NHLers from Russia hanging
Yeah.
out together.
Yeah.
The penalty shots, you like it?
I love the
So you like
penalty
it in
shots.
soccer, but not in the
Not
NHL.
in hockey. No.
Okay.
But in soccer, it's so exciting because anyone can
How?
win.
I just can't. I can't watch it. I can't watch soccer. I tried.
The whole 90 minutes?
Anything.
Yeah.
I can't.
Not
I
even
don't know
the
what it
penalty
is.
kicks?
No.
Really?
No.
I think that's
How,
so
how do
fun.
they not score?
From the penalty? It's
Yeah. You're 18 yards out,
It's tough.
approximately,
Not even.
and you kick it,
No, you're 10 yards
and
out.
the goalie stops it in a giant net.
He guesses the right way.
Exactly.
Yep. I used to be a goalie,
That is cuckoo.
and you just have to guess. Anyway,
Why, when they score a goal, do they run away?
I don't know. They're so happy they want
I
to.
scored. I'm out of here. And
Yeah.
I'm going to shake my shirt.
Yeah, and my teammates who just set me up,
Are going to kill you.
Yeah.
They're chasing you.
they chase you down.
I don't know. Anyway, a lot of people watch it. I
It's
don't
a
get
funny
it.
sport sometimes.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
Is it football or soccer?
Depends on what side of the pond you're from.
This pond over here in Strathroy? Where are we? Over here?
Yeah, depends. It got awfully quiet here in Strathroy on Friday night, didn't it?
Oh, yeah, when Portugal?
Yeah.
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 Yes.
It's pretty quiet. Pretty quiet. Okay.
Yep.
Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. We appreciate your patronage.
Very nice word.
Patrons?
I think so.
Patronage? Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
We really do.
Dedication.
And your dedication, support.
Wow.
all of that stuff.
Yeah.
We truly appreciate it.
Yep.
Because we have a great time doing this. So
Sure do.
yeah.
You could join our great time.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can. And yeah, next year, by the way, we're going to be a lot of live shows, different places. We're
Yep.
planning on
Yep.
moving around here
Yeah,
in
we got
Southwestern
some things in the
Ontario.
works for sure.
Yeah, and it's going to be a lot of fun.
Yep.
Kind of like a couple of the road shows we did
Lucan.
from Lucan this year. We're going to try to do a couple of more. We're going to have another show in Lucan because they actually will have the hockey game.
Some small town teams we want to go visit this year.
Yeah, small
Coming
town
up.
teams, small town local arenas and
Yep.
whatnot. I
Yep.
want to talk to some of those.
Yeah.
Those people,
Contact
so-
us if you want us to come out and
Yeah, we'd love that.
talk about your teams.
Yep. There you go.
Showcase.
Showcase.
Not
Showcase
just
your
not just a
talents.
store in the mall.
Yeah, that's right. Showcase. That's funny. All right, thanks for everything, everybody, and enjoy your summer.
Yep.
And we'll talk to you near the end of the summer, I believe.
Yeah. Very
Okay.
close.
Probably close to
Maybe
that.
we'll surprise you with something in the middle, but who knows?
Yeah, we'll see.
Depends how we feel.
Maybe a field
about us.
hockey. Yeah, that's right. Take care, everybody. Thank you. You did the click again.